Hey guys, thanks for clicking. This is a shorter but an important video on mounting the solenoid on the CX here. So I'm going to walk you through my placement, why I chose it, and then some things to consider when mapping out the electronics on your bike for serviceability. So stick around, maybe you'll pick up some tips here, and we'll just move forward on the project. So hope you enjoy the video. I'm working on the electronics tray here, and what I need to do is really focus on the layout of some of the components. Now, one key component that you have to focus on is the solenoid, obviously. So you have to think ahead as far as serviceability, where everything's going to be, if you can access it, and then cable routing and whatnot. So this actually is going to utilize the main fuse on this side. And then your main, battery hot is going to be from this, and then your power out to power the rest of the bike is going to be through here. And then this will go to the starter itself. So what I need to do is try to find a location where you can easily access all of these that fits within this package. Now, if we back up, you can see I started taping off and shaping what I imagine the rear cowl is going to look like. And I'm trying to do that so I can figure out how much room I have to fit this solenoid. Now, the best spot that I have found so far, I'm going to go ahead and flip the microphone back with you. Now, the best spot that I have found so far is actually sitting right here. Now, I imagine that, let's say when the seat's on here, you need to be able to access all of your electronics, like your fuses, easily. Let's say it pops a fuse or something and you're on the side of the road. So this is your main fuse. This is something you'd be easily able to access, and that's very important to do. And I think I can fit it right here, no problem, by building a bracket that actually ties into these two bolts and then just has two mounting tabs that fold up and catch this rubber mount. And then if you look at it from the side, bring the camera down here, can't see it anymore. It's very close, and this is just, temporarily mocked up to get an idea of where this is going to be. So if your seat pan's right here, that should clear. If not, I can make a little section on the seat pan itself to make it clear. So I think this is going to be the ultimate spot. Instead of trying to tuck it into the cowl anymore, then you lose accessibility and ease of service. So with the controllers here mounted, or just generally within this, you'd be able to remove the seat via the key real easily, and then you'd have access to all of your fuses and proper diagnostic, things you need. So I think that's going to be the best route. So what I'm going to work on is actually just making that tab to mount that there and go ahead and just nail that decision down, and then we'll move on. And then from there, my ignition controller fits in here. The obviously the electronic controllers or the distribution blocks, and then I think there might just be like one other component to fit in here, and that's it. So should make wiring pretty easy. Alright, so I'm going to start on the bracket for the solenoid mount here, and I'm going to go ahead and probably chop down the mounting tabs here and then re-weld those to a flat plate. And to do this, I'm going to use an advanced technique you guys probably haven't seen on this channel before, and that's totally kidding, I'm just going to make it out of cardboard. So, you know me. I'm going to go ahead and get this cut out for a spot on the bike, and then start chopping these up, and you'll see it take shape. Alright, quick update here. I have my bracket made, and just has to capture these two mounting points that I hold up the seat release mechanism with. And then I went ahead and, since I already had these things, I could easily make them, but I went ahead and just cut these off the mounts that came with the solenoid, and they are going to mount just like that. I'll weld them just along that seam, but one in the back, one in the front, and then the solenoid will just slide over just like it normally would, and it'll fit snug up against these bolts, but that won't be an issue. Alright, so I went ahead and I've got the solenoid mount done. Now it has very limited motion in here, which is good, so it's not going to vibrate against anything. And I went ahead and I redid the frame. I pulled off the tape, redid the frame so you can kind of see what I'm working with here and get a better visual of the layout. So you can kind of see downward here. Now, if you can imagine, you pull the seat pan off. This will be covered in a fiberglass cowl, and then you'll have like an opening cut right here. And then from there, you should be able to access your main fuse right here. And then, you know, when you need to remove this is going to be your main wiring harness to service. Then you have access to your, positive battery cable and then the starter lug. And then you also should have access back here to the battery. And as far as the layout in the tray, I think this is probably going to be about how I do it. I don't foresee myself needing anything else in here, but it might be kind of nice to, I don't know, create a little section in here, or you know, maybe you could tuck some paperwork or registration back in here, and that'd be cool. I think next up is going to be either, I'm hesitant to work on this cowl because I've never done fiberglass before, and it's just going to be a little tricky for me to learn. So this, you know, ain't nothing to it but to do it. So I gotta do it. But I feel like I need to have this section done, framed out, fiberglassed before I can build the seat pan. And I just really want to build the seat pan because I know I can build a seat pan easily. But yeah, I think I'm gonna have to do that first. So I think what I want to do is probably use like some welding rod, or maybe even just some 1/8 inch steel tube, or not tube, but steel solid stock, and bend up my frame, and maybe I'll lay fiberglass over that. I haven't quite figured it out yet. If you guys have any suggestions, you know, let me know. But this is what I'm going to be, you know, trying to figure out among other things on the bike. So stick around, and you know, hopefully that turns out pretty cool. We'll see what we come up with.